Tarzan made his debut in pulp magazines in 1912, with Edgar Rice Burroughs crafting a series of action-filled novels that followed the adventures of the ape man. When it was time to bring this iconic character to the big screen, Johnny Weissmuller was chosen for the role. His impressive physique matched the character's demands, embodying the mythical Adonis. However, his life took a tragic turn as serious health issues hastened his death. His son, Johnny Jr., also faced a shortened life due to health complications. As we delve into the life of Johnny Weissmuller, we discover that he overcame polio to become an Olympic gold medalist before stepping into the spotlight as an international movie star. His real-life experiences were often as captivating as his on-screen escapades. Join me as we journey deep into the jungle to uncover the story of the man behind the legend. Born on June 2, 1904, in Romania, Johnny Weissmuller moved to the United States just a year later, eventually settling in Chicago. It was in the waters of Lake Michigan that he discovered his remarkable talent for swimming. As a young boy, he found joy and freedom in the water, which would later become a significant part of his life. However, his early years were marked by hardship. Johnny's father abandoned the family when he was still young, leaving his mother to care for him and his siblings. This difficult situation forced Johnny to leave school after the 8th grade. He took on various jobs to help support his family, demonstrating resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Despite these challenges, his passion for swimming remained strong, setting the stage for his future successes in both athletics and entertainment. At the age of 11, Weissmuller joined the YMCA by lying about his age, marking the beginning of his remarkable journey in competitive swimming. He started competing in 1921 and quickly made a name for himself in the sport. Between 1924 and 1928, he won an impressive 5 Olympic gold medals, showcasing his extraordinary talent and dedication. Throughout his swimming career, he set numerous world records, solidifying his status as one of the greatest swimmers of his time. Transitioning from the pool to the silver screen, Weissmuller became a cultural icon. His role as Adam in the 1929 film, glorifying the American girl, catapulted him into the spotlight, making him a sex symbol of the era. However, it was his portrayal of Tarzan that truly defined his Hollywood career. Starting with Tarzan the Ape Man in 1932, he starred in 12 films as the legendary character, captivating audiences with his athleticism and charm. His performances not only entertained, but also left a lasting impact on the film industry, making him a beloved figure in both swimming and cinema. Johnny Weissmuller was exceptionally well suited for the role of Tarzan, a character that required not only physical strength, but also a deep connection with nature. His impressive physique and ability to perform stunts made him a natural fit for the part. Weissmuller's love for animals shone through in his interactions with his chimpanzee co-star, showcasing a genuine bond that resonated with audiences. This authenticity added depth to his portrayal, making Tarzan a beloved character in cinema. His fame as an Olympic swimmer played a significant role in his transition to film. The success he achieved in the pool translated into a massive following, leading MGM to enlarge their marquee to accommodate his full name. This decision reflected his status as a household name and cemented his place as a cinematic icon. Weissmuller's athletic background not only contributed to his physicality in films, but also helped him connect with fans who admired his achievements both in sports and on screen. His legacy continues to influence how action heroes are portrayed in media today, blending athleticism with charisma. Johnny Weissmuller's personal life was marked by a series of significant relationships that shaped his family dynamics. His first marriage was annulled by MGM, the studio that managed his career, primarily for image reasons. This decision reflected the pressures of Hollywood on personal lives, where public perception often took precedence over individual choices. Following this, Weissmuller entered a tumultuous marriage with actress Lupa Velez. Their relationship was fraught with challenges, and ultimately ended in divorce in 1939, highlighting the difficulties they faced both personally and professionally. Later, that same year, Weissmuller married Beryl Scott. Together, they had 3 children, creating a family that seemed to offer him stability. Despite their eventual divorce in 1948, Weissmuller and Scott maintained a good relationship, which is notable given the often contentious nature of celebrity divorces. Their ability to co-parent and remain amicable is a testament to their commitment to their children and the importance of family in Weissmuller's life. This aspect of his personal life reveals a more complex and human side to the man known for his iconic role as Tarzan. After his illustrious career as Tarzan, Johnny Weissmuller entered a new phase in his life marked by personal changes and new ventures. His later marriages included Eileen Gates and Maria Bowman, with whom he eventually moved to Acapulco after retiring from acting. This move to a tropical paradise reflected a desire for a quieter life away from the Hollywood spotlight. In the 1950s, he also ventured into business by starting a pool company in Chicago, capitalizing on his experience as a swimmer and his love for water. In addition to his personal life, Weissmuller continued to entertain audiences through his work in film. After his iconic role as Tarzan, he starred in 13 Jungle Jim films beginning in 1948. In these films, he portrayed a world explorer who was more articulate than his previous character, Tarzan. This role allowed him to showcase a different side of his acting abilities, as he navigated adventures in the jungle while engaging in dialogue that highlighted his character's intelligence and charm. The Jungle Jim series became a significant part of his legacy, allowing him to remain a beloved figure in the entertainment industry long after his days as Tarzan had ended. Tragedy struck when Johnny's daughter Heidi died in a car crash in 1962. This devastating loss left a deep mark on Johnny Weissmuller, who was already facing the challenges of life in the public eye. The pain of losing a child is unimaginable, and for Johnny, it was a heart-wrenching experience that he carried with him. Years later, in 2006, his son Johnny Jr. also passed away from liver cancer. This further compounded the sorrow in Johnny's life, as he had to endure the grief of losing both of his children. As he aged, Johnny Weissmuller faced serious health issues that affected his quality of life. He suffered a broken hip and leg, which limited his mobility and independence. Additionally, he dealt with a heart condition that posed significant risks to his health. Strokes also plagued him, leading to further complications and challenges. These health struggles were difficult for someone who had once been a celebrated athlete, an actor known for his strength and vitality. Johnny's life, marked by both triumph and tragedy, came to an end in 1984, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with both joy and sorrow. Despite his health challenges, Weissmuller was celebrated with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and as the founding chairman of the International Swimming Hall of Fame. His life was a tapestry woven with threads of cinematic fame and personal tragedies. He became a household name through his iconic portrayal of Tarzan, a character that resonated with audiences around the world. However, behind the scenes, Weissmuller faced significant ups and downs. His adventurous spirit mirrored that of the character he played, as he navigated the complexities of fame, relationships, and personal struggles. The triumphs of his swimming career and the accolades he received were often overshadowed by the challenges he encountered in his personal life. Yet, through it all, he maintained a sense of resilience and determination. Weissmuller's legacy is not just about the films he starred in, but also about the indomitable spirit he embodied, making him a true icon of his time. As we wrap up our exploration of Johnny Weissmuller's remarkable career, it's time to dive into a cinematic gem that truly defined his legacy, Tarzan the Ape Man from 1932. This film not only catapulted Weissmuller to stardom, but also set the standard for all future portrayals of the iconic character. In Tarzan, the Ape Man, Weissmuller embodies the wild and untamed spirit of Tarzan, a man raised by apes in the heart of the African jungle. The film is a thrilling adventure that combines breathtaking cinematography with a captivating storyline, showcasing Tarzan's struggle between his primal instincts and the encroaching world of civilization. With his athletic prowess and charismatic presence, Weissmuller brings a unique blend of strength and vulnerability to the role, making Tarzan both a fierce protector of the jungle and a figure of deep emotional complexity. What makes this film particularly captivating is its pioneering use of sound and visuals, which immerses the audience in the lush, vibrant world of the jungle. The chemistry between Weissmuller and co-star Maureen O'Sullivan adds an enchanting layer to the narrative, as their characters navigate love and danger in a world that is both beautiful and perilous. So, get ready to swing into the wild with us as we delve deeper into the unforgettable moments and groundbreaking elements of Tarzan the Ape Man. You won't want to miss this exciting bonus segment that celebrates the film's legacy and Weissmuller's iconic performance. The 1932 film Tarzan the Ape Man has garnered a range of opinions, reflecting both its historical significance and its shortcomings. At its core, the film introduces audiences to the iconic character of Tarzan, a creation of Edgar Rice Burroughs, who has since become a staple of popular culture. However, the film's execution raises several questions and critiques that merit discussion. One of the most intriguing aspects of the film is the naming of Tarzan himself. Viewers are left pondering why Tarzan, who has been raised by apes and lives in the wild, possesses a name at all. The film presents a curious dynamic when Jane, played by Maureen O'Sullivan, initially communicates with Tarzan using simple terms, referring to herself as me and him as you. This raises the question of identity and language in a world where Tarzan has no need for a name among his ape family. When Jane eventually convinces him to identify himself as Tarzan, it feels somewhat contrived, leaving audiences to wonder who, if anyone, truly named him. The film also features a number of peculiarities that contribute to its charm and its dated nature. For instance, the portrayal of wildlife, while visually engaging, often relies on stock footage, and the interactions between actors and poorly crafted ape costumes can be jarring. These elements highlight the film's age and the limitations of its production techniques. Additionally, the narrative itself is criticized for being weak and diverging significantly from Burroughs' original story. The plot, which revolves around the search for an elephant graveyard, serves primarily as a backdrop to introduce Tarzan, rather than as a compelling storyline. Moreover, the film's treatment of race and culture has drawn scrutiny, particularly when viewed through a contemporary lens. The depiction of African natives, especially pygmies, is often seen as both humorous and disturbingly racist by modern standards. This aspect of the film reflects the attitudes of its time, which can be uncomfortable for today's audiences. The film's pre-code status allows for a level of suggestiveness in the relationship between Tarzan and Jane that was considered scandalous at the time, adding another layer of complexity to its legacy. Despite these criticisms, Tarzan the Ape Man undeniably holds a place in cinematic history. It introduced a character that would go on to inspire numerous adaptations, sequels, and a lasting cultural impact. Johnny Weissmuller's portrayal of Tarzan, with his iconic yell, has become emblematic of the character, contributing to the film's status as a classic. While the film may not resonate with all viewers, particularly those seeking a more nuanced or respectful representation of its themes, it remains a significant piece of early 20th century cinema. In conclusion, Tarzan the Ape Man is a film that elicits a spectrum of responses. It is celebrated for its role in establishing a beloved character and for its adventurous spirit, yet it is also critiqued for its narrative weaknesses, outdated production values, and problematic portrayals of race. As a product of its time, it offers a fascinating glimpse into the early days of Hollywood, even as it raises important questions about representation and storytelling that continue to be relevant